Check, check.
All right. You want to get some
Punchline,
highway
punchline.
tone for 10 seconds?
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. 10 seconds of nothing but silence.
Wait a minute. If we get that noise, then it will remove it from the audio.
What do you want?
Which is what we want.
No,
right?
you want background noise, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
just,
we don't need to
let's
remove
just
it.
let it roll.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just following your
Real
lead.
tone.
No, you
Hey, that starts it off. That's the Doug Stanhope podcast with a Brett Erickson fart. I hope you were recording.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's not your mic. Don't worry.
It is my mic.
It is your mic? Well, just switch out.
Nasty.
Sorry about that, dude.
Our unnamed lawyer in the Mountain Time Zone is with us. Christine Levine is with us. Oh, you want
You have
your
to pick up the
drop?
microphone and
No.
Well, if you
You're
start
not gonna get in
talking
trouble.
shit,
Yeah.
then he has to edit it out.
No,
No,
you can still talk.
Yeah, no, you're gonna talk. Actually, here's what we'll do.
hold on.
We have our wink, wink, nudge, nudge, Jay Kirshner lawyer down there,
That's-
Jay Scribner
that's-
down in Florida. So you're the opposite corner. You're the Northwest lawyer. If at the end of this podcast, you feel you've said nothing that will make you accountable for shit, then we'll plug you at the end in a commercial.
Yeah.
in the
Right.
meantime, we'll refer to him as Santa Fe Red.
Santa Fe Red. Well, now we can't plug Santa Fe Red.
That's why I farted, because we've been to the Mexican place twice already in 6 hours.
Brett Erickson is here. We're up in the Montana time zone. Greg Chaille's here. We only have 4 mics, 5 people. We'll jump in on all this. We completed 5 days. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but we put this out. I'm hosting this tour where a lot of people are like, is he going to do time? Like, is he just going to say, hey, welcome these people? No, I'm doing as much time as I would have done anyway. And then I
Yes.
bring you up as soon as I get to a place because I'm working out new shit. And then I get to a place where I go, that's a good natural break after 20 minutes. Then I bring up Brett Erickson or Christine Levine. And then I come up, I do 15 more minutes. And then maybe say some shit at the end that I'm too drunk to remember. But Chaille records it so I can listen
Yeah,
to
they're
it.
still getting their money's worth or whatever.
But
they're
it's-
still getting their
it's-
Stanhope time in.
I think it's gone so well that I want to keep doing this.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
It's actually worked out better because we were originally worried that people would be like, oh, shit, we want Doug. But since you host and you come up first and you do 15 to 20 minutes to open, that never happens. Because there's been other times when we've been on the road where there's been so many comics before you even go up that is what happens. Even though you're going to do
They get restless.
90 minutes.
Stanhope.
Yeah.
And then that pisses me off.
Uh-huh.
And I go out. I hate the audience before I've ever spoken to them because they have a comic they don't know. Stanhope. Where's there's 3 guys. There's only 3 or 2 or 1 that are assholes. But I hear one guy going Stanhope when you're fucking Erickson. That shit you did with the mic stand, like just slowly bleeding their patience, and I'm dying. I'm not gonna.
That doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
you
can say
fuck
it.
with the audience a little bit, but if I hadn't gone out in front, they would probably be way more pissed off at that. If I hadn't opened, I like this
Yeah.
whole Doug Stanhope and friends. We've been fucking with how to promote it. Yeah, I'm doing as much time. And my openers are headliners, which they are.
What I think is interesting from watching it from like the production standpoint. First of all, the promoter last night didn't even know what time you were going to do. Is he going up again? And it's just because it's unconventional that we have to tell people, especially the audience, they don't know.
Well, we don't exactly know what we're doing either.
But we don't tell anyone that. But we tell them, I prep it, saying, look, Doug's going to be up like 3 times, at least. And then he's going to close it out. And depending on what the time is, he might go a little long at the end as well. But that was the promoter I was telling. They just booked the show. They just want the fucking show. So it is important to let them know up front that I'm going to be up here a couple times. And then you.
I really want to
spiel.
keep doing this, and I know this Mountain Time tour is a bit of a focus group. But yeah, tweet us and tell us honestly, because except for Billings. And Billings was fine. I
Billings
just
was
hate
fine.
Billings.
Yeah.
It's the best state in the world in the summer, and that's the worst city of the best state. It's like being the dirtiest asshole on the hottest supermodel. Yeah.
Unless you're into it.
Yeah, but we're on a supermodel. Yeah, but you're the dirtiest,
You're still
ugliest
gross.
part of the hottest girl.
One feature that the club, well, that was a restaurant we were in last night, and they just converted over. But one
No, it was
thing,
a casino.
well, it was a casino, restaurant, karaoke bar, if you want,
Yeah.
and catering
Yeah.
establishment.
Brett Erickson had a great fucking bit about that.
But the one,
Oh, you were the best. You were voted I saw you were voted the best here.
Karaoke.
Yeah, there was a plaque in the manager's office, which was doubling as our green room. That the plaque's on the wall, and they were voted the best karaoke bar in 2012 and 2015. So what happened in the interim, I have no idea.
You got the
Something
title
went
back.
down. Yeah, they got it back.
what I was going to say, last night's venue in Billings, they had a really interesting feature that I know helped you enjoy the show, was that they had an outdoor smoking deck patio that
With a
had
speaker.
good speakers, so you could actually hear the show and you could see the show from out there, and it cut down on that amount of time of people being anxious, not wanting to miss something, and not going to smoke, but then getting chatty or getting restless.
Yeah, the owner came up to me, goes, "You're a smoker. You can smoke on my stage." And I said, "No, I've learned that when you smoke on stage, it makes all the smokers squirrely because they can't smoke. If everyone can smoke, I'll smoke." Which, no, that's not going to
That was
happen.
nice of them, though.
Yeah, it was.
They were nice.
So this is day whatever. We're in the middle of the tour.
Five or six.
We're doing 10 shows and we've done 5. So it's the middle of the tour. We're somewhere in Montana with our other wink wink and nudge nudge lawyer.
Saul too.
Saul Goodman too. We just let's get the fuck with out of the way while we still remember it. We have a day off in Montana. We've stayed here before during the World Cup a couple years ago. Had a blast fucking with people. Tonight we're in the bar. It's me, Saul Goodman too. Can we just we'll just say your name?
No.
Oh no.
Santa
All right.
Fe Red.
Santa Fe Red.
Listen, this guy's been fucked with so much locally that we're not gonna hurt his career.
You can tell.
Oh yeah, you gotta eat
gotta
the
hold
mic.
the mic
You gotta
closer
put
to
the
the
mic.
face.
Yeah,
There you go.
You can tell my name.
we will at the end. We'll
Yeah.
do a we'll
I'll
do
be
a
the unknown.
we'll do a commercial for you
lawyer
at the end.
comment. Yeah, till the end.
Both him and I was gonna go. I can't go. Anyway, so we're down at the bar in this motel right off the highway. Perfect. Back your car up to the door. Dump your shit right in the door. Motor in. Perfect motel with a bar and a great Mexican restaurant attached to it. And we're sitting in there. We're sitting in here. We're day drinking. What?
We douched the van. That's an off day thing. So
Yeah.
it's very convenient, but now we got nothing to do.
Well, we've been driving 5 to 8 hours a day between gigs. Because Brian Hennigan is from Scotland. He doesn't know the West is really big.
Maybe he doesn't know what miles are. It's
Yeah.
all in kilos or something.
It's not that many
Kilometers.
kilometers.
Kilometers or yeah.
So,
it's meant-
so you do a show, you get drunk, you wake up too late, you throw all your shit in a different bag, you don't know where the shit is when you get to the next gig. So by the time you get a day off, you just take everything out of the van and you fucking bring it in and you sort shit out. That's your day off. It's the least fun day, but the most gratifying. Back to the gag. We get in here, we douche the van, we go down to the bar attached to the motel, and there's two what would be considered hot chicks in a very small town.
Oh, they're a
Oh, they were cute.
They're a 8 here for sure.
Yeah.
What city here? Bozeman.
They
8.
think they're
Sure.
3
Yeah.
points better than they are.
Right. If they were in New York, they'd be like a 6.
4.
4.
Four.
I think
Chaille
in
says
LA
4.
4, New York 6, Bozeman 8.
Actually, yeah, New
Let's
York
do
doesn't
that.
have hot chicks.
Right.
They have smart chicks,
Right.
but they're
That's
ugly.
what I mean.
And
4 in
they're
LA.
Jews. Let's just get it out of the way.
Ew. Yuck.
So these two girls are sitting at this horseshoe-shaped bar, and then 2 old men walk in and sit at a booth. So we get the bartender to buy 4 shots. We go, you get a waitress to give the 2 guys shots and say they're from the 2 girls, and seconds later you give the 2 girls shots and say they're from the guys. And the guys are like 70 years old, and the girls are like 23.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just thought it was age appropriate. That's
You didn't
disgusting.
you didn't come into
I was
this till way
working on
later.
merch. Yeah.
So this is just me and Brett and our lawyer coming up with this plan, and we tell the bartender. The bartender's all in, but then he gets swamped with business, and we're like, these girls are about to leave. So I chuck him $100 because originally I said, I tip really well. Please do this with a straight face. And then he ignores us
Can't.
like the gags.
He was legit busy for a second, you know?
Yeah, but
Well, yeah, so whatever's going on, there's always something in Montana
Right.
going on. It's the rodeo or the fucking
There's like a
sweepstakes
fair or
or
something.
Evil Knievel Festival.
Yeah.
Evil
The
Knievel Festival. That's in Butte. But so I go, "Hey, all right, listen, those girls are about to leave. Here's that big tip ahead of time. Here's $100. Make this happen. I don't know if this was more funny in our heads than it actually was after the fact, but he gets it done. Gets a waitress to give the dudes, old men, a shot, and then immediately gives them a shot. Both the waitress and bartender saying that the shots are from the other couple of.
Yeah, and the guys are like, "Oh, this is nice," and they're like looking over to the girls, like,
Waving.
"Wait, well,
Yeah.
not waiting."
And they
because
won't turn
They
around.
won't.
The
girls
girls
won't
wouldn't turn
They're
around.
waiting for the girls to turn around because the girls bought them the shots. Like,
Right.
why wouldn't they turn around and look?
As would be customary
Right,
in
so
such a way.
they're-
Oh,
That's funny.
hello. Yes,
They want to
thank
say
you.
thank you for the shots.
Yeah, no, girls won't turn around. So we call Christine Levine in her room.
I am an actress.
We know you can pull this shit off. So Christine goes in, not acknowledging us sitting right next to
Well,
the girls.
this story's getting a little ahead because even before Christine came in, this went on for at least 30 minutes, where the girls would not turn around, and the guys were like, "All right, like, why would they buy us drinks and then not even turn around and look at us? Because
Yeah.
they think the girls bought them the drinks."
Right.
But they're girls, and they're not turning around because they don't want to be raped
And
in
they didn't buy them
Bozeman,
the
Montana.
drinks.
So, and what they
At
don't know.
7:30
Listen,
in a casino
follow
bar,
it. The girls
hotel.
don't know that the guys even have drinks.
Right.
The girls just think these 2 guys bought them drinks.
Yes.
But they won't turn around to even
Even
acknowledge
acknowledge
them.
them.
So eventually, one of the 2 guys gets up and goes over to the girls and says, hey, or something. We don't even know what.
Yeah.
They just chatted, and we're
Right.
sitting there like watching them chat, like, and they're kind of having some laughs, and they're trying to. You can see there's confusion, but it was just
we
one of the
didn't buy
two
you
guys.
drinks.
Yeah,
You
we
didn't buy
didn't
us-
much.
yeah.
It's like a Three's
Who's buying
Company
us drinks?
situation. Like, but I thought you did. But you did what? How did
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the guys came over.
Right. This is before Christine came in.
Yeah.
So that happened, and then he went and sat back down, and then that went on for a while, and
my
then
And then both of them came over and
right.
what we don't know what they said, but as the two 70-year-old dudes, the white-haired dude and the dark-haired dude, they came over and said goodbye to the girls, and that's when we're watching the level of their drinks, saying we want to keep this prank going.
Yeah.
So as the drink gets lower and lower, they're drinking like mugs of beer,
Mugs of
like
beer.
steins.
Like Montana rodeo women would do.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, they're like Buckle Bunny drinking beers. Yeah, they're good.
So when their drinks started getting low, I called Christine, and I walked down to your room.
Yes.
And I said, "Listen, this is your plan. You go in and say."
You told me to say, thanks for the drink. Tell them, hey, I really appreciate you buying me that drink, but I could not accept. I'm an alcoholic. And I'm like, okay, and not acknowledge you, and not even, and then just, you said,
Yeah,
that
because
even
you
I
had to
could
walk.
out
You had to
quick
walk
and-
right past us at the bar.
Yeah.
and we didn't.
But this is a horseshoe bar where they're at the end of the horseshoe. They're facing a wall. They don't
Right.
see who's coming in or out.
Right.
Yeah. So I waxed. At that point I wasn't really dressed for the bar, so I went into the laundry room and I changed my clothes in there, and
that's-
so I was like naked for I don't know. It takes.
I'm
me
not
a
sure why
minute.
that's a necessary part of the story, but I like it.
Yeah, so because I wanted
This
to
is
get
a
ready.
motel laundry room.
So I
Anyone
wanted to-
can walk
Yeah,
in.
and you have your own room.
And it's also where
It
you
just
get
seemed
ice.
inconvenient.
It's the vending room. She changed her clothes in the.
It just seems
have
inconvenient to
your
get
own
my
room.
clothes right, but to take my clothes out of the washing
Oh,
machine
they
or
were
out
in
of the
the
dryer.
dryer, and you
then
just
take
changed
them
right there.
all the way back down to my room was just bullshit. So I just changed my
Just
clothes.
to add one more little tidbit, and there is like a 4 foot by 5 foot picture window out
Yeah.
to the parking lot that you changed in front of.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
Of
and
course you would.
There's a couple.
It's
yeah,
basically changing in the parking lot.
basically I did that, but no bra or nothing. I was just naked, and this guy was walking. Anyway,
So this turned into a
I may-
different prank, apparently.
I may have scared a couple dudes, but
She had her own shit going on.
A way funnier prank than we were pulling.
I'm really kind of busy, rat.
Yeah.
well, anyway, there's these dudes that were walking up and down getting stuff out of their car and bringing it up to their upstairs, and they stopped at the stairs
Skateboards
and go,
and shit.
kept walking. Anyway, it's fun.
So
I got this little dress on or this little sack on, and then I walked into the bar, and I immediately knew which one the girls you were talking about. They're just like had a little, star spangled,
Yeah,
like patriotic
yeah. One of them had a star-spangled, too tight, like
Tank top
tank
kind
top
of thing.
Yeah. So I knew immediately which one. And wasn't one wearing like a cowboy hat? or
Cowboy hat.
something?
That was the rodeo girl.
Anyway, yeah, little buckle bunnies. So I just walked right past you guys, and I said hi. I really do appreciate the drinks that you guys sent me, but I am an alcoholic. I don't really like to tell people that. I'm very uncomfortable, but I appreciate your offer, but I cannot. And okay, and they go, well, we didn't do that. We didn't send that to you. And I said, well, who would do that? Why would somebody do that? And they go, we don't know. We're sorry. We think it's the bartender. We think. And then I said, what? Like I'm fucking what? And then they go, oh well, we think he wants to be like a meet and greet. Like we think he's trying to get people in the bar to just meet people. And I said, that is fucked up. Like what kind of game is that? What are you talking
And the
about?
bartender is just trying his best for $100 to not laugh. That's all we told him. You can't break face.
Don't give it up.
Do not laugh. You got to keep a straight face during this. And the whole time, I'm facing with my back to them so Brett and my lawyer can look over my shoulder pretending to be in conversation, but still, and I'm doing what an extra does.
Just
I'm I'm
ABCD.
moving my mouth, but not actually
Peas and
saying
carrots.
words.
Peas and carrots.
Yeah.
Peas and carrots.
Well, so then I fake cry a little bit, get teary, like, why would somebody do that? You know, I go, I've been sober for 20 years, and I don't expect it to have it just thrown in my face. You know what I mean? And they're like, "Oh no!"
I heard that because that's
so
you were
sorry.
saying that as you walked
Yeah.
back out of the bar behind
As you
us.
left, you turned around and you go, "I've been sober for 20 years."
That was my second time I
Oh,
said
I'm
it.
sorry.
That was
You did
number
it
2.
twice.
Yeah.
I did.
And then
I
I
didn't mean to
turned
ruin
and
it
I
for you.
walked a little bit away, and then I turned back to them because I wanted you to hear.
When she came back and told me, reported, because I had not been in the bar. I'm
so
still.
good.
I'm the next part.
Let's
But
let's pause for this truck to get the fuck out of here because that's a serious audio issue. I assume.
no, it's fine.
Oh, good.
We're going
Fuck
free
it.
ball.
All
We're
right.
commando. She did tell me, Christine did tell me that, and then I turned around and I said, 20 years sober,
Yeah.
so that Doug
Crying.
could get that
Yeah.
that tidbit and know that that was part of
Like I
what was
fucked
laid
them.
down, just in
I
case.
fucked their brains. So they were like, "Where's? Oh, that's." They said something like when I said that, they go like, "That's good. Oh, that's real good." Like, and then okay, so I had my door open a little bit later.
Wait, hang on. Wait.
Okay.
Let's go through the whole thing because now
Oh, I don't know what
the,
happened. Yeah,
the
Okay.
girls are got another drink, so we call Chaille, who has not been with us since
Oh
they've
no,
been at
there's
the
more.
bar.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Chaille comes down. We have. It's not Rusty. Why do I keep calling him Rusty? We got
Riley.
Riley, the bartender at the Bozeman Inn, Santa Fe Reds. We gotta you if you're anywhere near Bozeman, ask for Riley and overtip that guy because he did pull this off and got blamed for it for a while. We call Chaille to come down. Riley sets us up with 2 shots that I set over on the
Far side.
so
Furthest away from
Chaille
the
can
girls.
grab them on the way in and say,
Well, you told me, you gave me the motivation and kind of set me up because I have not been in there, and so I go in, and I'm supposed to be a little drunk. You said, so I go up to and I grab the drinks, and what was great was they had their backs, so I could have been sitting with you. They might not even have seen me, and I go up, and then I kind of do a little kind of breathy kind of thing because I'm supposed to be drunk, but I'm not trying to really be too much because I'm not an actor.
Chaille does not look like he belongs in Bozeman with
No.
his weird
For sure.
hair
No,
and
no.
his Hawaiian shirt.
Yeah. And I really messed up my hair, and I'm kind of doing a little crossy-eyed thing a little bit.
That's great.
I go, hey, maybe I don't mean to bother you, but if you could help me out, I was trying to buy a shot for my wife, and something happened, and now I got to go smooth it out with the little lady, and if one of you would just do a shot with me, and then I can go on. and she's like, sure.
Okay.
And then I go, all right. And she goes, oh, no, I need a lime. And I go, oh, what the fuck, a lime? I don't even know who the bartender is because I don't know you're a Riley guy, right?
First of all, no, you were supposed to say, well, you fucked this up then.
Yeah, you did.
I thought I thought she
you were
was.
supposed to say that they bought you 2 shots, but your wife doesn't drink, so one of
Oh, that's okay.
it's all right.
I
It
said
doesn't-
I bought the shot for my wife,
no,
and now she's
no.
mad at me. Is what I was trying to.
No, you're supposed to say they bought
Oh,
you and your
what?
wife
Oh,
a drink.
they bought me the shots.
Sorry. Here's the problem with Chaille. He only has one job.
You have one.
He was trying to
100
count in the
jobs.
merch on the day off.
Yeah.
You have 800 jobs.
That's my day off, counting in merch.
Anyway, so
So anyway, they were
she do a
they were
shot with you?
confused, and then I was
And
like,
rightly so.
and then the person was cleaning the table behind me and knocked the pepper down, and then I totally apologized for it, like it was my fault, and then that's when I was like stumbling and I just fucking left, and I bumped into Erickson on the way out, and I did the shot and I laughed, and yeah, that burned,
all right, so now the girls are leaving.
but they were gonna drink the shot. They were just the bartender wasn't there. No, I didn't know where to get a lime, and I didn't want to go behind the bar.
So the girls are leaving, and Erickson and I have the out.
Yeah, we go over to them, and then we say,
We've never been suspect in this entire
which is
thing.
completely ridiculous because we're the only people that have been in
There
the
the
bar
whole time.
the whole time.
It's
it should
not a
be so
crowded
obvious
bar.
who it is.
It's
Yeah,
not-
they
it
asked
wasn't
me.
crowded
I said,
at all.
yeah, I've been drinking, and I'm sorry, I'm a little drunk. We've been drinking. She goes, where have you been drinking? And I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. This place is tiny. I'm like, well, we were on the patio. It got a little too hot for my wife, and then we got separated. And I'm like, I gotta leave. I'm gonna talk myself right into like, it's those guys. They made me do it.
You start
I
sweating.
was just counting T-shirts and shot glasses.
I have 100 jobs.
I have 1,000
I only have one job.
jobs.
All of them.
I can't do it. He cracks under the pressure.
So Erickson came up with this, like, we'll just go up and just say, hey, thanks for those shots. And
Yeah, and they're like, well, no, we go, hey, I just want to say thanks for the shots. And they go, you're welcome. Which is a bit of a curveball, you have to
Yeah.
admit.
Yeah, you didn't plan
And then we're
that.
like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And
they
then-
were kind of curdly.
Yeah, and then they kind of cracked up a little bit, and then they immediately said, "We're just kidding. We didn't buy you shots." And we're like, "What?" And then they start to explain this whole thing,
Yeah.
and they're like, they're so
And
confused.
I said, how do you know the mayor of Livingston, the adjoining town, the St. Paul to our Minneapolis?
Right. We get
Referring to the first guys that we had do this, the white-haired guy. I go, the white-haired guy in that booth, he was talking to you. The guy that was saying,
Right.
thanks for the shots.
Oh,
How do you
yeah,
know
that's
the
awesome.
Mayor of Livingston.
and they're like, "What? He's the what?"
He's the mayor?
Yeah, yeah. And like Doug's like, "Yeah, he's the mayor of Livingston."
We didn't know why the mayor was talking to you.
Yeah.
And then our lawyer starts getting too chatty. I had to pat him on the hand because he was talking too much.
Easy boy.
Yeah,
Lesser is more.
less is more. I did say that. I whispered that in your ear. Have we
I get paid by the words.
already? Did we say this on the podcast or just off the air when he was defending?
Haven't done that.
Okay, this is our lawyer that was so drunk in court one time that he was defending a small town mayor of a local adjoining town for DUI and said,
Go ahead.
Intoxication.
my client was not intoxicated and still won the case.
Yeah.
Because he was innocent. Notwithstanding my
Good job.
Of course he was.
nomenclature.
All your clients are innocent, sir. I know that.
I've been blessed in my career that all my clients are innocent, and he was too. Intoxicated, notwithstanding.
So these girls have this fucking long conversation with us about, I don't know, and that makes perfect sense now that the mayor, because you told him the mayor of Lexington's a pervert, and that's
Livingston, yes.
yeah, the mayor of Livingston's a pervert, and that's his MO is to, and that now, hey, I apologize to the mayor of Livingston,
Yeah.
Montana.
It definitely wasn't the actual mayor of Livingston. Let's
no,
not
it
get
was
in trouble.
not.
I'm sure
No.
that person is a wonderful person
No.
who cares
Might
about the
even be a
people of
lady.
Livingston.
We don't know.
The beauty of this story
Don't
is
even know.
Livingston has no mayor, so complete. We have no
Oh,
mayor.
how
in Livingston.
exciting.
We have a
Gets
city
better.
manager. And we're in between city managers, so it's
Oh,
There's literally
one of those
nobody.
no
kind of
mayor.
deals.
We have no.
Hey,
mayor.
where you living, man? Well, I'm in between houses right now. If you know what I mean. Can I
Yeah.
catch a ride?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I project a bit for the microphone, but tell us the story you told us about there's lubricant involved. You have to project. Get in the mic. You're
I'll
a
project.
soft-spoken man.
Okay, so
As a lawyer, The way you talk on the microphone, you can't handle the truth. No, you get it.
That's right. A lot of people can't. But
That's true.
notwithstanding that,
I'm saying that scene would have been so much worse. You can't handle the truth.
You've got to speak.
but
you
we
gotta-
will. But
you
we will
can't
handle
handle
the
the-
truth tonight.
There you go.
There you go.
Stand up.
I have to
Project.
stand up.
Baptist
Okay.
Church.
Okay, so you want to hear about the lubricant story?
Yes. Tell us a story. Montana law. Here you go.
Here you go. This is how we do it in Montana. I was doing a case in Montana, a custody case,
Custody battle.
custody battle with lawyers on every angle, right?
Lawyers
Yeah.
on
So
both
What's
sides.
the case?
You know,
What-
they
what-
do.
What's happening?
So what's happening is it's a custody case, right? And it's me in court in Montana. And it's a really, really smoking hot lawyer against me in
Oh.
Montana.
Chick.
Yeah, of course a woman.
Ah.
It's a woman,
It's
yes.
2016. A hole's a
sir.
hole. Nobody cares. It's okay. You never know.
And they have a witness on the stand that was testifying to the fact that my client, the man, was fucking his girlfriend in the ass in the bedroom.
And the
And
kids
she-
walk in.
Yeah, and she's wearing assless chaps. Like, she's got these chaps on.
Yeah.
This actually, they actually described the assless chaps in a court case.
Oh, yeah, it was
All chaps
leather.
are
And
assless,
yeah,
so
I
that's
heard all
not-
about the leather and the whole works.
The kids heard about the leather. That's the problem.
Well, the kids saw the
But
thing.
I'm saying it's like, do you have to bring all these fucking
Yeah, the
salacious
kids aren't-
details?
all
They're
that
not
shit
in the
has to
court.
come into
They're not in
court.
the court. The kids
It
are
all
in
had
court.
to, it all had to come into work
Oh.
because my client was irresponsible, right?
Right?
Because he's fucking his
Yeah.
girlfriend in the ass with her assless chaps doggy style in the bed.
Yes.
While one of the kids walks in.
Okay.
How old's the kid?
It was teenage. I don't know. Can't
Oh,
remember
that's cool.
Is
exactly.
it, is it the kid that's testifying?
Yeah. So they trot the kid out to testify that the kid saw this. So I'm sitting there, and I hadn't I had never heard this story before, right? I didn't know. Like, I was shocked. Like,
How aren't you supposed to know that stuff before?
Well, not if your client doesn't tell you.
yeah, you don't know. Like,
Oh,
your
gotcha.
client's not going to tell you.
That
like,
dude's not
this
leading with
story.
that.
Oh man, I told my lawyer everything. Anyway, go
So
ahead.
I'm sitting there, and I'm listening to the story, right? And but professionally and personally, there's a conflict because, like, personally, I'm really intrigued because I'm like, I'm really impressed that my client's fucking this woman in the ass
Yes.
with assless chaps and with all the leather. And there was all this whole testimony about the accoutrements. Like,
so
she had the whole
sexy.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
That's
really
hot.
sexy.
Yeah.
Keep that microphone near your mouth.
So then the testimony and I start to giggle and laugh because I thought the whole thing was pretty fucking funny. Like, I have this thought in my mind about my client fucking the girl in the ass. So then
You laugh.
yeah, I was laughing and giggling the whole thing. And opposing counsel, the woman on the other side, in other words, was really fucking hot. And she's telling this story. And so I'm getting all these, when I'm doing a trial, like, I get all these things in my head that
Yeah.
not necessarily like
Not
indicative.
like
impure
demons?
thoughts. Impure thoughts.
Yeah, yeah.
Demons in his head.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it gets to the point where they're talking about the big, like, this huge jug of lube that's
Yeah.
on my client's nightstand with the pump on it and stuff. And I start to, like, really, I'm giggling and I'm kind of laughing because I've got all these things, like, running through my head.
And
then
hard on, a boner.
I
No
probably
boner.
did. I don't know. But
Leading the witness.
yeah.
I know he
you're
did.
leading the way.
Conjecture, Your Honor.
But this really, really, really smoking woman against me, she looks over, and she says, "Well, when the lube part came about, the kid
He
had
laughs at
seen
the
He
lube.
laughs at the lube.
Yeah, because the kid had said, "Oh, and I saw this jug of lube with, like, this pump handle on the top." And opposing counsel, she looks over at me, and
You laugh, and she says,
I smirk and laugh, and she says, "Well, I'm sure Mr. Brown knows something about that." And I said, and it really was
Knee jerk reaction.
It was an honest knee-jerk reaction. And I just blurred out as loud as could be. And I said, well, no. I just spit on it.
And the stenographer said,
yeah, and then
I'll
do you
read that
spell
back.
spit?
Yeah.
I just spit on it, he says to the
Yeah, when
judge.
she said that, I knew something about that. I was like, oh, no, I just spit on it.
I don't know anything.
How did the judge react to that?
Well, the judge cast me like a really mean glance. And I was
Oh,
like, well,
Montana.
it's spontaneous under it's your
The
honor.
Montana stern look.
Spontaneous
Montana law.
But
God.
it's true. Like, I wasn't like bullshitting. Like,
Are you sure you don't get paid by the letter?
I don't, but that's a true story, and anybody that was there would vouch.
Well, it's a matter of public
yeah,
record.
that's
We could just
public
look it
record.
up.
Yeah.
You can go look it
Freedom
up.
of Information
up.
Act.
Yeah.
It's the case of the fucked up teenager versus the spontaneous utterance.
Indeed.
God, that's gross. Awesome. Awesome. I just spit on it. Good.
Yeah, I don't. I won't even try to get into the other story about the fucking angry cop and your response. But maybe tomorrow we'll do that.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful story.
Oh, good. I can't wait.
All right, let's get to the rest of the tour. We'll recap.
Did we finish our prank story?
Oh
Yeah, the
shit,
prank
it's
story.
not done.
No.
All right, well,
They were
This is terrible.
they were finally leaving, and when they were leaving, that's when we were talking to them about the mayor of Livingston.
yeah.
And we were like, I don't know what. Like, how do you know the mayor of Livingston? Like, I don't know the mayor of Livingston. Like, well, that's weird because the whole thing. So then we just were like, yeah, he bought us, like buying shots for everybody. Like, that's his thing. And they're like, well, that's so weird. Like, blah, blah, blah. And I wanted to do a reveal to them, but Doug's like, no, fuck them. Don't reveal it to them at all. Let them just go through
It's
their life.
stronger if you don't reveal. I mean, you all. That's. I've said this a million times on the podcast. I could never be a con artist because I'd want to brag afterwards.
yeah.
That's what I wanted to
we
do.
did
I
the
wanted to
right
brag
thing.
to
We did
them.
the right thing by leaving them wanting more answers.
So I
So-
guess the story was mostly over because that was it. Because then they were like, all right, well, weird night.
But then they said the funny part is me. They said that I was.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That was so funny to me.
Oh, yeah.
that's- She goes, and then that one girl was all angry at us. And I go, the fat girl, and we go. They said
You were like,
we didn't want to say
We
it.
didn't want to say that. And we were like, yeah.
In
What?
case you didn't know.
Right. Oh, we didn't want to say. And I'm like, I wish I was black too. Then what would they say? But then they came over. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Oh yeah. Okay. Now, yeah.
So then I knew that you guys didn't tell them the truth because
This is all over. They've left the building, but they're staying in the hotel here somewhere.
Oh, really?
yes, they came by. They let their dog run around or whatever. My room door was open. Their dog comes in my room, and I'm petting the dog. And then the one with the cowboy hat sees me and goes, "Bubbo, come on." And I go, "No, it's okay. No. It's sorry. And then the other girl just freezes. She sees me and just goes, "Oh, God." And then they just got off like a shot. Just fuck.
That crazy
No.
skinny black chick is gonna get us.
Yeah.
If
so funny.
if we see them again
They were
tonight, and
terrified.
I bet we'll reveal.
Then
Oh,
it'll
they were
be
terrified.
Well, especially because they'll see all of us. Hey,
They
wait
might
a
walk
minute.
by with Bobo right now because we are in a motel with all the doors facing out into
No,
the
I'm going
parking
to tell
lot.
him, "Thanks for the drink. I've been sober 20 years.
Now I'm sucking
know.
these guys' dicks, and I'm
Just for a
fucking-
cocktail."
God damn it! Thanks a lot, Megan and Kendra.
Whatever, yeah.
Oh, those are their names?
Yep.
Oh,
Megan
boy.
and Kendra. Fucking leave it to Erickson.
Yeah, hey,
He's
I was
sober
looking
enough.
at the table over there. You've got that Dale Carnegie book. It's always important to remember people's names
Yes,
and
it is.
use their names back to them in the conversation, and it'll always stick in your head.
Brett. That's a
Dale
really
Carnegie.
Brett.
Rapport
That's
also.
a great Brett. What you're saying, Brett, is great. Chaille agrees with me, and Kevin Brown, a great.
You know, there's something about remembering names. A buddy of mine, well, you guys know him, Bart Chrysler. Fat guy,
Yes.
big
Bart.
fat guy.
Yeah.
Bart.
Not
He's
Tom Segura
not
fat.
Segura
Not
fat.
Segura
He's-
fat.
Yeah, he's-
Bart Chrysler. Yeah, he said the same thing. Repeat the name, and you'll always remember it. I'll never forget Bart for that.
He's what they call bloated compared to the obese Shamu fucking whale of Tom Segura. But it's all perspective. Nobody has complained so far on the Twitter about this whole lineup that we have with me hosting.
I've gotten
Still-
no negative feedback, to be honest.
Everyone's been very kind.
Very supportive.
And you guys have fucking crushed.
Well, you know.
Duh.
It's been a fantastic tour. I tried to have fun. I'm gonna pretend to have fun on this tour, but it actually happened. So I'm gonna just go through beats. El Paso.
here,
you're
let
gonna
me-
have to
Yeah,
turn
let's
that mic
jump-
over to Chaille because you weren't here for this, Dr. Lawyer. El Paso, I remember I was happy with the low turnout because I
Yeah.
didn't think any of my material.
It was a good way to start it off.
Yeah.
I thought too. Nice soft opening.
And it being your 25th year, it was a bar that you'd actually started
Oh shit!
so long
I
ago.
want to explain that. Let's close on that.
All right, let's go through this. We'll
I
remember.
will die at the end of this tour. I'm pretty sure.
Hopefully.
of it, but we'll close on that. But El Paso, I remember. Christine Levine is a large woman, large enough to get a handicap parking pass. So now we can park in front of any fucking place we go. It's the greatest thing.
Perfect.
If you sucked, we'd tell you you're great. Just to bring you back on
that
tour.
great?
Well, the downside is she snores so badly. Here's how we work on tour. And this is why we only work with people we know from the day. Is, we double up. We're not
Yeah.
fucking wasting money on hotels. Both of you cocksuckers are broke.
Yeah.
You'd rather have the hotel
Definitely.
money and stay
For sure.
together, but not. Christine Levine snores so badly
Yep.
that my dogs try to jump over my fence when she comes to the house. It's that bad.
I think Henry's deaf because she started sleeping with me in the pink room sometimes. But yeah.
It's that terrible.
Pretty bad.
So we have to pay for an extra hotel room every night. But yeah, when we've done these tours forever, we double up. Mm-hmm. But
Well, when Tracy and I
time-
travel with you and Bingo, we get one hotel room
yes,
routinely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but none of the three of you do comedy, unfortunately.
Well, we're working on some stuff. We're working on some
Bingo
material.
or Tracy to do comedy. Fuck.
Wait. Let's just put a fucking.
Or
let's pull
full
back on
t-shirts,
this idea.
something.
Hold on a minute. Yeah.
Let's pull back on this idea. We don't need.
No, we're
it-
fast tracking this one. This
we
has
don't-
been greenlit.
I think it's fine the way it's working right now. Just to be honest with you.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well,
It's worked out very well.
someone did tweet, "Hey Shaylee, how's it going after the first 2 nights? El Paso, Albuquerque."
hang on. Oh, listeners, ladies and gentlemen, this is Chaille's new segment. Hey, how's it going on Twitter? How is it going, Chaille? If you tweet at Greg Chaille and say, how's it going?
Hey.
Every podcast, how is it going?
And when do you say?
Oh, hold on, we'll wait for my intro music to pot down.
Oh, right.
All right. I did say it's going way better than I even would imagine by the second night because
That's enough.
That has been another exciting episode of Hey, how's it going,
That was-
Shaylee?
That was Greg Chaille's segment. All right, go back
how many
to what
Twitter
you're
followers
saying.
do you have, Brett?
I have a lot of Twitter
What's your
followers.
social
many?
security number again?
How many?
4. I was one of the first ones. Classic joke.
Go ahead.
When I comment on the tour, my point is people listen.
That's true.
Yeah.
What
Okay.
were you saying, Chaille?
I feel like
I
Shaylee
said
and I are
it.
fighting right now.
I said it.
What?
No,
Second
people
night was
asked
better.
how is it going because I was really concerned with how those first 2 nights were going to go, and
El
I was
Paso, I was concerned.
I loved El Paso. I thought that when you came up with the first bit that you did about the chapters for the new book.
was
I
funny.
thought that was fucking great. And I didn't have any idea what you were going to do. I knew you had maybe one or two half-baked chunks that you were going to go with. And then that was, I'm like, it's a fucking freebie. I didn't even know about that one. And then just the way it kind of went, it was like no one really, we didn't talk about it other than who's going when.
Right.
We didn't really know. So by the second gig, I'm like, organically.
Fucking Letterman didn't headline his own shows. I like to think of
Right.
it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out, did some shit, fucking carried the show.
They do
ended
this in the
show.
UK all the time too, kind of like this.
Well,
But
but
Not all the
quite.
time.
but that is the
No,
biggest
let's
rub
never
here.
Give the UK credit for shit that we're
Got it.
doing better.
The rub is getting the audience to understand that it is not your ordinary comedy show, because people will come in late thinking it's a regular Stanhope show where they've loaded in 3 local comics, a host, and then someone Doug brings, and then Doug, so they can come an hour
One
late.
of my
Right.
biggest pet peeves about comedy, and I'm sure we've talked about it, but no one hears everything we say, is at some point they decided they need 15 from the opener, 30 from the middle act, 45 to an hour from the headliner.
Right.
And now you go to towns where they just follow this formula where they don't have an opening act that's worth shit. So they have someone suck to the point where people will purposely show up late because they know the first guy's going to suck, even if they don't know who the first guy is.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I love this formula. I want to keep doing this wherever I go.
It's
I
like
wanna
it's like
do-
showing up to a movie theater knowing they're gonna run 20 minutes of fucking credits at showtime. That's exactly what it is.
Exactly.
Exactly.
That's a
But we've
fucking
all
great point.
but we've all done it too with music, with concerts. If you're buying
yes.
concert tickets, you're like, oh yeah, well we're going to go see Tool. All right, well who's the opening act? I don't
Dude,
know. We
not
don't
when
have
the-
to
We're
fucking
gonna
be
boo
there
'em,
for
though.
Not when the Cult opened for Billy Idol.
that.
I was there for the fucking Cult.
But you know, I mean, you can
Cheap
can
Trick
not
open
go
for
to-
Fabulous Four.
A lot
there.
of times you can go if you're, you know. hey,
I
just
remember
show up when
being
you
a
show
kid,
up.
and they would all. That's the only time I went to concerts when I was a kid, and they would always boo the fucking opening
Yeah.
act, no matter who they were.
Yeah.
and now it's you. You know what you're gonna miss? I'll tell you. This is what you're gonna miss if you show up 20 minutes late to the Doug Stanhope Horrible People show. Doug Stanhope's Horrible People. You're going to miss Doug doing the sponsors
Which is fun.
and doing that opening, like what happened on the way here. You're
Yes.
gonna miss all the fucking warm up and then the material that you have for your first little chunk.
This format is why I would love to have Andy back on a tour. Because Andy and I have the same sense of humor. We watch the same shit, and we always go for the same joke. But he was always opening for me. Puzzle Wit. We were in Boise, Idaho, and they had this History Channel fucking all the presidents and one guy in the 1800s, late 1800s. They were in a fucking debate like this year. And the other ones called the other guy a puzzle wit. And we go,
Oh.
puzzle wit. What a great fucking word. And I go, he's going to fucking use that on stage
Yeah.
before I
Opens
can
for you.
use puzzle wit. And yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
And he did.
Andy, you're co-headlining. I'm hosting. I get puzzle wit this
Yeah.
time, you
Except
motherfucker.
that night he did say puzzle wit, but he also left out the entire setup and 3 of the other keywords that were involved in the joke he was telling.
And both vowels.
So funny to
and
me.
all the vowels. all
it's 3
verbs.
vowels.
But he got the word out.
He did get puzzle wit in there.
Oh, do we have a lighter? Yeah. Here,
Yep.
come here.
Actually, Doug, this was
On it. Did that guy just climb over a
Yeah.
wall?
Here you go. He's tall. Hi, bub. Come on.
so it was interesting because Roseanne was very interested.
What
Yeah,
the-
yeah.
no.
Yeah, that's what happens
Are
here.
we wearing a
Are we the
wire?
feds?
Are you asking
Yeah.
if we're wearing a wire?
Yeah, no, we're the feds. What the feds do
Hey.
is they like to come in, they grab microphones, they start talking
They
into
just
them.
Hang on. Some guy just climbed over a wall, got a lighter,
light.
and walked into the room. And we all have microphones. So as I hold the microphone,
Are you guys funny?
stand-up
No.
comedy. Oh Jesus! Oh shit! I'm wearing a JT Habersat shirt. That's how we get called out. Okay.
Oopsie.
Yeah, but we are on the air. So
Okay, you guys have.
Are you funny?
Sure? Yeah, I'm David. Nice to meet you.
David, nice to meet you. Go get.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Christine. Nice to meet you.
David,
Nice.
He doesn't.
That's
Fist bump.
All right.
He's
Okay.
a
Brendan
producer.
Walsh. Nice to meet you.
Yep. Dane Cook. I'm Dane Cook.
No.
He's a funny motherfucker.
No.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Don't get people in here
No,
unless you
no,
have blow.
no.
Just drop off
He
blow.
doesn't have blow. He's got his hat turned backwards, and he's got a Red Bull,
He's-
so he doesn't
he's-
have blow.
Oh, it's Red Bull.
Yeah, it's Red Bull.
All right. Back
So-
to the podcast.
What's interesting, Dane, is that when Roseanne was there the other night, she was very interested in the way the whole.
She loved it. Yes. Be quiet.
She was very interested in the whole way that the thing was set up, and I'm like, yeah, but this is worse.
All right.
See, sometimes you don't feed stray
All right,
dogs.
listen,
Yeah.
listener, crazy people.
Just
Crazy
don't-
people are they're
jumped
coming back.
into
Here they
our
come.
room.
Here they
Yep.
come.
Yeah,
And-
nothing
That's
bad.
what you.
No, Dane, hold on.
I got
This is
a
the deal.
mirror. I got a mirror.
Oh,
Don't
okay.
worry.
Oh shit. I
I
didn't
got
know.
a mirror. I see what's going on.
This is the point was
Stand outside though. Because you're gonna spill and shit.
Yeah,
Stand
you,
outside.
you just don't talk
Yeah,
because
don't
this
talk
is
and stand
yeah,
outside. You're fine.
yeah. You can listen. Listen is
Be
good.
little babies.
Okay,
So-
where were we?
I was talking about
in
how
El Paso.
Roseanne was talking about how it is very interesting the way this is set up, and I'm like, but we really don't.
Well,
know.
we haven't
We don't
set
know
up
what
Well,
we're
our
say
plan yet.
we're jumping away. We haven't got
Okay.
to
Yeah.
Albuquerque yet.
Oh
El,
shit!
El Paso. We did El Paso. That was our trial run.
Right.
Then we did Albuquerque.
Oh. Can I make one point about El Paso? The kids from Mexico came
were
over.
great.
Juarez.
And they were from Juarez, and they were amazing. They were
were
so
great.
funny. They have their own show, and I love those kids.
Oh yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. We should give them a shout out.
I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Kids came from Mexico to come see us. That was awesome.
Noelia.
Yep.
Noelia.
Yeah, they do their own
Their show.
shit in Juarez,
And they
which
do their
is
show-
a scary fucking place.
Yes.
Yeah, and they do their
even
show in
go.
Spanish, and they have their own Spanish comedy show, and
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
they
I'm
came
gonna get
to
'em-
our show, and it was fantastic.
They were
They were
great.
wonderful.
Okay.
I wish I knew
that's
what the
all.
name of their show was, so we could plug it. But
I don't. Yeah.
go to
I-
Juarez and just definitely.
Yeah, no, just Google it. Google it, motherfucker.
Yeah, they were great. Okay. Anyway, now.
Oh,
Albuquerque.
that's where the handicap parking comes into play because we have Christine Levine's handicap parking.
Yes.
We came back from the El Paso show.
You're Doug again now, by the way.
Yeah,
'cause
do that.
he
We
left.
don't
Yeah, I get the mirror.
No, I'm letting
I get the
everyone else
mirror,
know
so-
why I keep jumping from names.
We come back from the El Paso show back to the hotel, and I'm shit-faced and irritable because I'm weak. I have no real act to stand on. Whatever. We have the handicap parking spots are taken. So I'm checking to make sure that the people in the handicap spots are really handicapped. And there's one that has no handicap plate or sticker.
And those parking spots anywhere, we figured we were in with the handicap.
Yeah, we're
so you're
fucked.
livid. Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm going to. So I call the police. Not 911. I call the non-emergency
non-emergency.
number.
912.
Because I'm a pleasant, angry drunk. I'm like, there's someone, I want this car towed. And then the fucking hotel people come out. Well,
you tell them I got a fat that can't walk this far. You don't
I think
understand.
I did say that. I probably said
Yep.
that. So the guy had the handicap placard on the
On the dash.
dashboard, not on the rear view mirror.
Because
So-
he was so handicapped, he couldn't even put
Reach.
it onto the rear.
Alligator arms.
His tiny little deformed arms. He's like, I only wish I could put it on this.
My grabby sticks in back.
So then I looked like a dick, and then we periscoped my apology to the front desk. I don't remember it,
It was
but
funny.
follow at Doug Stanhope on Periscope
Yeah.
because
It's still there.
Yeah, we. I thought they go away. I don't know how
No.
it works.
The
Don't
48,
tell
I
me
think
how it
48
works.
hours it goes away. Yeah. But we've been periscoping every night so far from the tour, and we'll continue to do that.
Well, bingo Have we talked about
We
this on
haven't
the
got there
podcast yet?
We're still in El Paso?
We're still in
Bingo.
El Paso.
Yeah,
This
we
is gonna be a
gotta,
long
we gotta,
podcast.
yeah, we gotta
Go
get
ahead.
to
All right.
Albuquerque.
Well, fuck it.
No, that's
No,
fine. I
listen
just
forever.
want to make sure that everyone is caught up to where we're at, and
Okay.
that's square one
Bingo.
still.
But
Yes.
we've never done. We haven't told people what Bingo did with the tasks.
Right.
Let's go through this and
Yeah,
then
we'll
do
get to
that
that.
after on the break.
Well,
Because
all
I want to
all
read. I want to
all
read some of mine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Albuquerque. What? You have more El Paso?
No.
I just thought it was great, and
That's good.
it was a. I don't
Then we go to Albuquerque. It's a fucking 5 hour
rock and roll
drive.
club, standing,
Yeah.
hot as fuck.
Hot as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The launch pad.
Yeah.
I love that setup. It's got that one weird the hotel isn't weird. It's the blue.
Yeah.
Hotel Blue.
Hotel Blue, but it's overlooking a heroin park.
Yes.
It's just like Copenhagen or where
Yeah, yeah.
or Oslo where junkies just shooting up across from a nice. It's a motor inn basically.
If I had black and white
nice, though.
film and a telephoto lens and I took a tight shot, I could tell people, "Hey, I got some of these pictures from Woodstock."
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I mean, there are people crashed out and wrestling and smoking weed.
It's a motel
Yeah.
where you look like this, where you go out
open.
your door and you're on a balcony, a motel like that. And every time I went out to smoke out the front door, I would look down on the park, and it's a homeless encampment. And then about 9 o'clock at night, 2 cop cars pulled up in front, and it was like a roach bomb, where every homeless encampment got crunched down and everyone fled.
Actually, the sprinklers went on about a half hour after that. That's Erickson.
And none of them ever want to get water on them.
No, that's
Are
weird.
you kidding me? That'll harsh my
Oh,
bugs.
geez. Hey, that reminded me to write down Maggie for Fort Collins
Yeah.
as a
Yeah.
note. Speaking of a wet dog smell, we'll get to that. All right, Albuquerque. I remember the cocaine.
So good.
Jesus Christ. I totally underestimated the quality of the cocaine in
Yeah, it was
Albuquerque.
good.
Because I did a rail so big, and then I'm like, uh-oh.
John Travolta in Pulp Fiction,
Yeah.
holding his nose.
Then I'm like, thank God I'm
Needle
going,
in the heart. No,
thank
that
God I'm
was
going
Uma
last.
Thurman.
And then I went to the bar, and I ordered ice water, and I bet I drank 9 ice waters.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to do.
Yeah.
I just am pounding these ice waters, and I still, like, when I got on stage, I had to just admit it right when I got on stage, because
Can't hide it.
yeah, I'm like, well,
At that point,
it's going to
you're
appear that I'm
gagged.
eating an invisible Subway sandwich right now because my jaw is like.
That was funny, yeah.
That's why I don't do it before. I clock out and then I do it.
Oh, Jesus, that saved my set that night. Because that night, Albuquerque, standing room.
Rock and
Yeah.
roll venue, super hot.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've done it before.
yeah, 3 times. This is our
It was
third.
a late show.
It's a great place, man. The staff was amazing there.
They were all
super
great.
fucking wonderful.
Yeah, they stayed open late for us.
Yeah.
I was drinking vodka Red Bull in the hotel before the show. I
Oh,
go,
wow.
yeah, I heard there's Coke there, but I'm not getting. Day 2 of our tour, I'm
Yeah.
not getting into fucking cocaine. I gotta maintain, and I'm an old dude, and blah blah. And then the guy breaks out the fucking Coke in the green room, and I go, no, I'm good, I'm good. He goes, it's pure.
Hasn't been
I
stepped
go,
on.
really?
So good.
Like pure. He goes, no, it's pure. Not cut at all. And I go, am I going to miss out if I don't do this? Because I never did acid where I saw Hunter S. Thompson, grandmother crawling up your leg with a fucking machete in her teeth. Shit.
Right.
Yeah, I tripped.
Yeah.
But only a couple times have I done blow where it actually numbs your face.
It's always a monetized version of blow. It's like someone's
yeah.
making, yeah.
It's a couple, and so yeah, fuck it. I'll just do a double bump. You put out a line. I did 1/3 of the line,
Yeah.
and I snorted it and my lips got numb.
Yeah.
It didn't touch my lips. My lips got numb. I'm like, oh, this is fucking good. And I was never jawing. There's no, I've just felt alive. Blow like it will be when blow is legal. Like,
And I
pot
had no
is
problem
legal.
sleeping. That's the other
No,
thing.
I
There's no
slept every
gack
day.
or no weird, not for me anyway. It was fine. I just.
You guys should have done as much as I did.
Yeah, we didn't go balls
I
deep
had
in
the
it,
jaw
but
thing and the non-sleeping thing.
yeah.
But that was a fun show. Maybe not as much for them as for me. I don't know.
Well, now I'm finding out that it wasn't as much fun for me either.
Oh, Chaille, you have one job.
I know.
One job.
Do blow
To
with
not-
Don't do
to
the blow.
Yeah,
No,
to
you're
not do
supposed
the
to.
blow.
I do want to say thank you to Chris for bringing out the posters, the tour
Yes.
posters. He printed
That
the
was
posters
sweet.
for us. I want to say thank you to Brett Brock, who is actually the guy who did the artwork on the poster, and Tracy's the one who actually did the layup of the graphics. But
Fuck
Beautiful.
Tracy and her
It's
dumb
beautiful.
birthday.
yeah, Brett Brock, and we're doing a revision on the poster.
Thank you guys very much. Let's move on quickly because we're Colorado Springs is where
Looney's Comedy Corner,
yeah,
Legendary
Loonies.
Club.
Okay, so this was great. This one was crazy.
We show up after Albuquerque. That's a fucking was a 6-hour drive. Jesus, this is a fucking
5
drive.
hours and 19 minutes door to door.
Brian Tribble Hennigan, we'll call him. This fucking drives. That's why we're so fucking beat every goddamn
Well,
day.
someone didn't do coke the night before, so we got there fine.
Yes, we did. Thank you.
I wore
have one
eye
job.
mask
I have
for
one
most of
job.
that. I actually took a Xanax in the morning for
That's
the
right.
first time maybe ever.
Didn't understand that.
I was so fucked.
Just shaky and weird. The
I
next
just
day,
had- well, I
just
didn't
taking
sleep
Xanax.
enough.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, Colorado Springs. First of all, we get to Colorado Springs, and they tell Chaille there's a guy that's been sleeping in his camper van
Oh yeah.
for 2 weeks,
Oh my god.
waiting for our show.
He was when I got there because I advanced the show, so I go first, and if I got enough time, and I had enough time, and I wanted to see the green room because we had another thing that was going to happen that night. So I go there, and it's a big shopping center, and then there's Looney's is off.
Looney's
from the-
Comedy Club.
It's a standalone.
It's like a lot of comedy clubs in a strip mall. It's
Ish,
been there
yeah.
since fucking 1989.
But this one's not-
But it's a
Okay.
standalone.
This is
building
standalone
on the-
building,
on the
you know.
strip mall.
So there's no cars except the one guy, Lauren, whose car is parked right in front of the front door because he's loading in stuff. And then there's this weird camper, like the Toyota one on the front end, like the old, but it's got this big back end. I'm like, hey, who's the camper? And he goes, that guy's been here like 2 weeks. He was circling around Wendy's for a while, so the cops wouldn't catch on. But he's been here the last couple of days. I'm like, wait, for the show? He's like, yeah, big fan, big fan.
Big fan. That's creepy.
And I'm like, wow, this is gonna be weird. And can I just go to the end where I met him?
Well, no.
Well, for this part of the story,
Meanwhile, I'm back at the
Holiday
Holiday Inn Express. I wish I
And
knew the
Sweets.
street.
And Sweets.
if you can find them.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, we're going fucking down this road.
Oh, I don't have it.
A week before, 2 weeks before, Christine Levine here was at my house, and I said to her, you know, I really wish Roseanne Barr could see your set.
Yes.
Because, like, you are so, like, the next generation Roseanne Barr, and she would so appreciate what you do. And I had said that, and then 2 days after you left my house, Roseanne out of the blue says, hey, I'm coming to your Colorado Springs show.
Oh, I don't know how this happened. So this is awesome.
And I'm like, you have no idea. This all fits into the being less atheist bit thing
Yeah.
that I haven't added in yet. Anyway,
Oh,
so
wow.
Roseanne, I'm like, fuck, we're gonna get, we'll hook you up with a hotel. We'll get you in the same hotel. We'll get you a suite. Brian found the only place in Colorado Springs that has a suite was the Holiday Inn Express. Mm-hmm. And when we get there, I haven't told either you or Brett, because Brett and his fucking Mitchell are the biggest fucking chatterbox gossipy motherfuckers ever.
Don't fucking look at me.
no
I agreed
secret
with him
goes
100%, and you
untold.
know it's true.
Oh,
We couldn't
Jesus.
tell anyone. You and I, the only ones who knew.
Yeah, it was just me
And
you
we
that
were
knew
like, fuck, we
that
got to
she's
tell him.
coming.
And it's like, no, let's just hold on. Let's just hold
'Cause
on.
what I
That's so
really
cute.
wanted to do is fuck with you,
Yeah.
Christine.
but it didn't work out. I wanted her to. Let me tell a story.
Yeah.
No one's stopping you.
I know. I was getting ahead of myself. So Roseanne shows up. There's no suite for her. I'm sorry, we oversold the thing. That bullshit.
That bullshit
Oh,
fucking
so
airline thing.
You defrauded us. No, because we were oversold when it came in, and they were so apologetic. And I said, "You're gonna make me look like a smack dick. You know that's for Roseanne." Well, we have her in a regular room. Well, I promised her a suite. Write Roseanne down on the. She hasn't shown up yet. We've checked her in, and I said, write Roseanne Barr down on.
Whatever. That's a slip
So
to
she
check
can
in.
check in.
Yeah.
Thinking the girl at the front desk will go, oh, Roseanne Barr. She doesn't know Roseanne fucking Barr at that point. She's just writing it down and apologizing. She's a 17-year-old girl. I can't yell at her. Well, you can blame it on me. Nah, I'm not going to. All right, just. But it's. Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
Your lame reservation system, I should blame it
I
on
look
you?
at manager on the wall, the manager, Denise, I think her name
Yes.
was. Yes. I'm like, hey, is Denise here? Oh, no, but she's coming. Tell Denise that I need to talk to her. Denise comes out. I'm outside smoking, waiting for Roseanne to show up. Roseanne's coming in, trudging in all alone with. She had 2 bags, like
Huge.
She had bags like I would pack for 6 weeks in the UK for a night in Colorado Springs. She had just played in Denver.
She did a one-nighter at Comedy
She's
Works, yeah.
Stumbling with all this. Her bags weighed more than she did.
Yeah.
And at the time, the manager is out there now. Denise is out there over apologizing to me. I'm sorry, we don't do this normally. Listen, this is an anomaly. We always take care of our people. Like, and I think it's because she knows Roseanne Barr is the one she's fucking over.
She finally caught on.
So Roseanne comes. She goes. I go. All I'm asking is that you tell her yourself why she doesn't have a suite, because I promised a suite for her, and she
For
does.
her and her luggage.
Yeah. And as she's walking away, saying, when she gets here, I'm going to wait for her to get here. I go, she's here right now. And Roseanne comes in. She's like us when we show up at a gig. Oh, fucking just get me in the fucking room. And she starts apologizing to Roseanne, going, sorry, this doesn't happen often, and we were oversold, and I really apologize. All I can do is give you points on your rewards card and fuck it. And then at some point, her eyes light up, and she's like, she looked at me over Roseanne and said, is that Roseanne Barr?
She like mouthed it to you.
Yeah, she's mouthing it to me. And fucking fell apart. I'm like, yeah, I've been telling you that the whole fucking time. I'm going to look like a smack dick. If I promise Roseanne Barr, she's like, I don't give a shit. I'll sleep on the floor. I don't care. And then we walk towards the elevator with the regular room that Roseanne doesn't give a shit about. She just wants a drink like me.
Yeah.
And she's like, sir, after she's done this whole apologetic, I'll give you more points.
We
We
don't
don't
have
work like
anything.
this. Within fucking 3 seconds, the Holiday Inn Express
And
in
suites.
Colorado Springs at the Bijou Street exit can all of a sudden, on the snap of a thumb, sir, come back, we'll give you a different key, and give you a fucking room.
A suite.
Yeah, they'll give
had
you
a room.
suite that after I bitched at them, Brian Hennigan called in and bitched at headquarters. The manager comes out and bitches at me. Yeah, I'm sorry, there's nothing we can do, but we'll give you points. And there's people staying over. Oh, it's Roseanne? Yeah, you get a suite.
Oh, I just recognized it's
Hey,
the
you know
Roseanne
what?
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
By the way,
fuck you.
I didn't tell you this. When she first said, "Oh, it's a thing where we had sold out and you had bought it, but then online," and that was all bullshit. We know that, but then I just realized Hennigan is platinum with Holiday Inn. He bought it
That's-
through their website. I thought he did it through Orbitz or something.
No, Hennigan is like he does the points on hotel rooms, and he's the highest rated. That's why she was so apologetic to me. She didn't know Roseanne was coming in. She thought I was a platinum member because he booked it.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, so you know what? Fuck you, lady. Fuck you very much, because we will. You know what? I'll call him right now. All right, no, I'll wait. I'll call him. Remind me. Write that down.
Yep.
I'm calling them after the fact.
We have 2 more dates to get through.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have to talk about Roseanne?
Yeah,
how
Roseanne
we revealed
comes-
it. How we revealed.
Roseanne comes on stage. We do the show. I put what?
Matt
How'd
revealed
you
it to
reveal
me
it to?
and, to us.
They still.
Oh yeah.
Brett and Christine didn't even know.
No, so we get so Doug is like, hey, I have some friends coming to the show. They're gonna ride with us, so they don't have to drive back to the hotel. I'm like, all right, that's fine. So we go back out to the Suburban, and Doug's like, dude, like you climb into the back because
3rd row.
basically you're the only person who can. And I'm like,
That's true.
all right. And he's like,
Hang on. In the meantime, I get Roseanne into the suite. I just need a fucking drink. And she drinks four
Roses.
Bourbon.
Drinks 1 plastic cup of a drink of that and says, I'm fucking hammered. Literally within minutes. So we're up there. You guys get in the Suburban.
So I get in the truck. I'm sitting in the back, and then like, oh, here come my friends, and it's two ladies, and one gets in the passenger seat, and another gets in the back seat, and everyone's
Middle
chatting.
seat.
middle
The middle
seat,
seat.
the middle seat of the Suburban, and I'm making drinks in the back, and this crazy lady in the passenger seat is talking to Shaylee, like, I want to take your picture. This is our driver, and I'm like, this is a crazy woman. Like, she's wearing a ball cap. She's got sunglasses on. I'm like, whatever. And then
Wearing
like,
pajamas.
yeah. At some point, she turns around and like, we're introduced. She's like, oh, Doug's like, this is my friend Roseanne. This is Jen, who turns out to be Roseanne's daughter. This is Jen and Roseanne. I'm like, hi, you guys. And I'm making drinks. Like, I'm still not, I can barely see her because she's tiny now and she's hidden by this fucking seat. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. And then she's yapping away like a fucking Thai hooker, like, and all of a sudden, as I'm making drinks, like she says something she turns around like to the back of the truck, and she says something.
She calls you Brian.
Well, we haven't got that far yet, but she says something, and all of a sudden I'm like making drinks, and like the ice I'm pouring into the cup like stops in midair. Like, that's fucking Roseanne Barr. Like, she looks great.
Yeah.
She looks better than she's ever looked. Ever. Like, that's not the giveaway. The giveaway is the voice. The voice is exactly the fucking same. It hasn't changed one bit. And that's what hit me. Like, oh, fuck. That's fucking Roseanne Barr. And then she's like, hey, Brian, isn't it great doing stand-up? Don't you love it? And I'm like, yes, Roseanne.
It's great we can do this. Isn't it great we can do stand-up
Oh, she's so
comedy?
funny.
It's such a great. And then you show up.
And then I was late because I didn't get the call or text to come down, and you came and got me.
You were late because it was one of the days of the tour.
It was a day that ended in Y.
Dirt, dirt, dirt.
And I go out to the car, or what I thought was a car, and then I look, I open the door and I see two ladies in there. I don't know. And I go, whoa, I'm sorry. Like, wrong car.
You opened the
I
door
just-
you thought it was
She
the
said
wrong
wrong
car.
car.
She thought she was in the wrong
I said,
car.
wrong car. And I tried to shut it, and then somebody, maybe it was you, go, no, it's okay.
Get in.
And I opened it up, and then I see, okay, and then Christine, I want you to meet my friends, Roseanne and Jenny. And I was like, oh, okay, hi. And then it slowly, very slowly sinks in who these people are. I finally am like, oh, hi, Jenny. Hi. Oh, and I tried to shake Roseanne's hand, not knowing
She
any.
fist bumps.
Yeah,
She's
but
a
I don't
Howie
know-
Mandel. I fucking hate
But I
those
didn't know
OCDs.
that. I mean, I didn't even know really that was her. I was just.
We should
trying to
get
be
her a
polite.
shirt or some kind of a badge.
Yeah, she definitely.
should get her
You
some
still
gloves.
kind of
didn't
idea.
know?
No, not at that point. I was just shaking her hand because I was like, "Oh,
The headrest was in the way. It was perfect.
Yeah, I had no idea who she was. And then I get in the car and I look at Jenny and I'm like, "You look familiar," but I didn't say that. I was just thinking it. And then when she turns around and she talks, and then I don't know. It kind of felt like I was drowning. Like I was just like slowly sinking to the bottom of the ocean, going. And I didn't know what to do. I was like, be cool. And I didn't text anybody, and I didn't tell anybody, and I didn't not taking pictures. Be cool, Christine.
Yeah.
Oh God. And then I wanted to say something to you because I knew you planned it. Everything that you'd been doing that day was all sneaky shit.
I had to keep my mouth shut. I'm
Yeah.
so bad at keeping my mouth
You
shut.
are, and then you were
So-
trying to get rid of me, and then I was like, and then you were like, "Oh, we're gonna go to Denny's," so which was a clear you never not asked me to go eat. You always want me to eat with you.
Actually, we just
You were
went
so
to
sweet.
Denny's. She wasn't coming for one of those.
No, but you guys were talking
No,
about
you're
it. at
too
Denny's.
fat to walk.
I am not.
We saved you a
not
meal.
to
Come on,
Denny's.
man. We're friends.
No, I asked
But
you beforehand. You go, I think I might just go swimming and shit. Me and Chaille went to Denny's right away. I
No,
was
you told
hungry.
me you guys.
It
were
was our
talking
date
about it
night.
at Denny's.
Just fucking settle down.
No, it had nothing to do with
Oh, I
Roseanne.
thought it was-
Roseanne wasn't
I thought you
coming
were
till
planning.
later.
I thought
we
you were
just
still
went
planning
to
and
Denny's
talking.
immediately.
Well, anyway, I thought you guys were all being sneaky, but then it all made sense to me, and I felt like, oh, I'm a princess. You guys did this for me. That was the sweetest thing.
Well, we did all do that for
Yeah.
you, except for the Denny's part.
She was my present. Well, anyway, okay, so.
I feel like I got cheated out of food in this whole Roseanne.
Goddamn, that was the best Denny's meal I've ever had too. Yours was good too.
That's
We
pretty
shared
good
that one
Denny's.
meal. That was
yeah,
fucking
we
really good.
split pancakes. It
The
was
pancake,
fucking
and then
good.
it was free pancake day. It was fucking weird.
Well,
But
and then
You didn't
But
miss it. You didn't miss anything.
I did keep my mouth shut.
you did.
For
It was
once on a
amazing.
fucking.
It was hard, man.
It was
but
one
then,
of the best surprises. I mean, it was the best surprise I've ever had in my entire life.
I'll let you read
It was
the Twitter
fucking great.
feed where listen. You have
I'm
no
still
idea.
pissed that you don't think I could have kept that a secret. Fuck you guys.
Oh
No way.
Oh, without a doubt.
Don't start.
Oh, shit. All right.
You're gonna
it's
get
better
tested.
the way
You know
this
what?
turned out.
It worked out
I
perfectly,
actually
but-
woke up a couple mornings ago going, thank God I didn't fucking tell Brett Erickson.
Oh,
He almost
stop.
got
You're,
fired.
No.
you're lawyering the mic. Lift up the mic.
Yeah.
Good.
So then we went to Looney's. Had a fantastic.
Okay, so
Went to Taco
now
Bell.
we go to the gig.
Into the loonies. Yeah.
I when Roseanne texted me saying, "Hey, I'm going to show up at your show," I go, "Hey, I won't bust your balls to do time like you." She had showed up at a San Francisco show a year earlier, saying, I might, I won't do time. I want to see you though. It was meant to be." It's a long story. Anyway, I won't go in. But she showed up with her notebooks.
And she had just done the one nighter at Comedy Works.
No, this is the first time
No,
in San
okay.
Francisco.
Yeah.
She showed up
Oh,
with
she
her.
did?
Yeah, with her notebooks going, I'm not going to do
I'm
time.
just
I'm
here.
like, yes, you why would you have your notebooks?
Right.
And she goes, maybe I will, maybe I won't. And right up until the MC was about to announce her, and she told the manager, kill cutthroat sign. And all right, forget it. But then she started doing stand-up again. This time, I go, I'm not going to bust your balls, but I'm going to bust your balls. She goes, I want to do time.
That was great.
And then she's texting me up until the gig. I got 5 minutes. And she goes, shit. And when I introduced her, I introduced Christine Levine as I always think of her as. A lot of people call her the next Roseanne Barr. And Christine goes up and crushes.
Thank you. And thank you for that gift, too. Thank you.
Well, I told Roseanne.
You set me up nice.
I told Roseanne that, listen, you go up whenever you want. I'm going to look at you and you give me the high sign if you, the next comic. And I asked her at first, the next person has been called the next Roseanne. And I'm looking at her.
Waiting for the sign.
And I didn't get the sign. So I
Wrap me
said to Christine, I said, Christine Levine. And Christine crushes. And then I said, after Christine gets done.
Then you did some time.
Yeah. And then I said, hey, the next comic has been named the next Roseanne Barr. And people laugh thinking I'm just fucking up. Ladies and gentlemen, Roseanne Barr. And she went up.
Did 20 minutes. It was
20?
fantastic.
I walked in when I heard the screams, and
great.
it was standing up. Everyone's
She
applauding.
absolutely crushed.
And then she did 20 minutes. Yeah.
Absolutely fucking destroyed.
She got a standing ovation when she
But
walked
she had
on
2
stage,
minutes-
On
and,
stage
off.
and off,
It was
yeah.
amazing.
2-minute standing ovation at the end.
Oh, God, it was so beautiful. Yeah, she was great.
And not because she's famous, because she
Oh,
earned
she
it.
was.
she really
funny.
was funny.
The first one, because she's famous. The second one,
Yeah.
because she destroyed it. And then Brett Erickson had to follow it. And Brett Erickson destroyed.
Yep.
Hey, can I
So good.
can I
Beautiful
put in
night.
Brett Erickson's opening right now?
Yeah. Or are you going to let
To
me-
the show.
To the of right when you got introduced and the first few things you said after
Yeah, I
Roseanne
said,
left the stage.
yeah.
No, I can put it. I can play the actual audio
Oh, do it. Yeah, that
Oh.
was good.
right here.
Yeah,
we'll put it right here.
All right.
And this comic coming to the stage, my beautiful friend, Brett Erickson. Yes, Brett Erickson.
I was standing in the back and I was trying to think. I wonder if there's any other comedy legends that could come up on stage and somehow make this easier for me. I don't suppose Bill Cosby is here. That might swing it in my favor. If someone could push his blind, rapey ass up here and we could throw shit at him for a while, then we would all feel better about Brett Erickson. Fuck. Doug Stanhope, Roseanne Barr, Christine Levine. What a fucking night. Yes. That's weird because we're not going to hear
Yeah,
it right
no,
now.
actually,
We're not gonna hear
you know
it.
what? If
We're
you
just
would
gonna put it
drop
in.
that right now, because Chaille,
we can
you only
pee.
have one job,
Yeah, you have.
is to drop the audio and sell merch and
Drive us
drive a
everywhere.
drive the and fill
Make
it
the
up.
hotel arrangement.
Don't do
hell-
pure Coke.
Yep.
Don't do the coke.
Yeah, don't do the coke because
Make
Get
sure I
us-
get all my shit
get
to the
us
car.
breakfast.
Pack
Yep.
it.
Sell the merch.
yeah, wake up Christine Levine because she
Yeah.
doesn't answer her phone.
You have one job.
Yeah.
One-
Seriously.
Got it.
Job.
One job. That's
Babysitting
all you have
three
to
people.
do.
Simple.
Yep. Yep. Work out the GPS. Do the podcast. Edit this. You have to edit this because you have to get Kevin Brown's Kevin Brown.
You have to take the
out
name
of
Kevin Brown out of it every time we
Thanks.
say
Check
Kevin
Every time we
Brown.
say Kevin Brown, we can't say
you.
Kevin Brown.
I don't get paid by the word or the letter.
Oh shit.
We're at Looney's. Are we gonna keep going? We're out of
let's take a
ice.
break.
Everyone needs a
You
drink.
need a drink and I have to pee.
Yeah. Okay, let's finish Looney's. Roseanne.
No, let's finish this podcast. Fuck it. What are we at? Hour and 14
No.
minutes. That's my guess. I'm saying hour 14.
Way
What do you
short.
say?
Right. I think we're at 52.
I think we're 58 minutes.
hour 34.
God damn it.
Yeah. You should have said it before I
Fuck,
revealed
That's
it.
our lawyer.
Wow.
That's why he's our lawyer.
You,
Fort Collins.
you bill by
Let's
the hour.
fucking rapid cycle through this. Fort Collins. I had more fun in Fort Collins than even the Roseanne show, which was
Coming down from the
spectacular.
Roseanne
Yeah,
show.
we
we
thought-
thought it was a throwaway gig. College town, very hospitable.
Kyle Pogue
Kyle-
ran this thing.
Kyle
So
David.
There's a huge fertile comedy scene in Fort Collins, and all
Mallory
these
also?
comics- Mallory, yes. Thank you for not fucking Mishka Shabali. I'll always remember you for that.
Respect, yo.
Yeah, it was a beautiful show. Dave Caldwell in the front, that audience member that just
The number
laughed
one,
his
the
just
number one
died.
comedy fan.
He was amazing.
There's
His whole table was great.
few guys like that. Freddie, I think, is the Cleveland guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Cave Maggie,
Oh,
our
She showed
homeless
up.
person. If you're a fan of the podcast, Cave Maggie showed up. Homeless Maggie, she's on the road again with her stinky. You fucking stink so bad. You can never get gigs, but we're
work
working
on
on
it.
it.
But
We're
the
working on
songs are
her
so
songs are
good.
She
really
went on
so
stage
funny.
and crushed with a new song about Planned
Oh my
Parenthood.
God, was it good?
She got a fucking standing ovation at the end too. It was
She was
that
beautiful.
was the most fun we've had was
That's
Fort
good.
Collins, I would say, of the entire 5 shows.
And she thanked us with a very sweet tweet for you and Chad.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
Brett.
yeah, yeah.
And
That was fucking
Yes.
amazing. That
HD
tweet.
fatty tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, she tweeted out, "Thanks for letting me open
I
for
had
the
such a
3
great
comics
show.
on the road at Doug Stanhope, at Brett Not Brent, and at HD Fatty."
Who she thinks was me.
Right.
Yes.
That's Chad Shank, who's not with us.
She
She
just
thought for
assumed
sure-
because Christine is fat that was her Twitter. She's
why-
not
why
good
not?
at Twitter. She's new at Twitter. So when she knows at HD Fatty,
Oh,
who's
that's obviously that
my
lady.
co-host and bouncer,
Security. He's had a security.
yes, the guy that makes this podcast palpable.
We're really missing him right now.
HD Fatty, that must be Christine. No, Christine is at Christine Levine. You put in, thanks for letting me have a great show at HD Fatty. It was such a fucking beautiful accident.
It was amazing. And she felt so bad. She's still texting me going, I'm so sorry.
And if you've read the book, Digging Up Mother, and if you haven't bought it, buy the fucking thing. Buy it on Amazon.
We're selling them at the shows.
Yeah, because I'm going to write another one. Victoria was the girl that I moved to Phoenix for to start doing comedy in Phoenix. And she's the one that left me for a cheap trick lighting guy. And she's still fucking funny. She's been a junkie for 32 years, and she lives in Fort Collins. And we did a podcast with her, and we did audio book excerpts, director commentary with her about her time in the book and the shit we remember. And she's fucking still, she is like me of junk. I don't ever make any bones about the fact that I'm a drunk. Like my lawyer, we celebrate it. She's been a fucking junkie for 32 years, and she's hilarious. Chaille had to leave the room because he didn't want to laugh in the background because she's just talking.
Everything out of her mouth. You want
funny.
to laugh out loud.
Oh, man.
And I knew I was going to have to edit part of it. So I wanted to actually hear it for the first time and be able to
Yeah.
laugh and not stifle it. But she fucking and she had so rich with detail that you fucking she should be writing a book, not you.
Yeah.
She fucking had it, man. Everything. She primed the pump with you so much of like, oh, dude, no, you came alive. Yeah, it's great. Can't
So
wait.
fucking
Can't wait
good.
for that.
She would be my co-host on this podcast with Chad Shank.
Oh my god.
If I did the podcast as the Howard Stern show, it
of
would
the
be
Whack
Chad
Pack?
Shank. No, she wouldn't be Whack Pack. She would be.
Well, Shank's your Robin.
Robin Quivers?
Yeah, Robin. Sorry.
Yes.
Well, if she's coming to
I'm
the
just
fun house,
amazing.
then I'm getting a chain for my wallet.
Really?
She's still
No, you'd
sketchy.
be Baba
She's sketchy.
Booey.
She's still sketchy.
And you'd be Sal. Yes, you'd
That's
be
fine.
Sal.
She did tell us that the hotel we were in.
Richard.
What?
She did tell us that the hotel we were in
just wanna see
was
it.
on the right side of the tracks. Because across the freeway was where all the sketchers were.
all the tweakers. Yeah.
Which made me feel good.
Billings. We're gonna wrap this up.
We could
quick.
just do Billings on the next night off on the next podcast.
Billings. Yeah.
Well, no, dude.
We'll do all
Billings
the
Billings
rest
was quick. Billings, the Montana tour is Lucas Seeley is a Montana comic who owns Montana. He's a great
Very funny.
comic,
Yeah, he's
Him and
a
Wayne.
great booker, a great host. He the entire state. So we show up in Billings and we get gift baskets. Like
Yeah.
we're at the Oscars.
Swag bags.
Yeah. With
The hotel
everything we need.
knows us.
Chocolate, water, like all kinds of stuff. In
Yeah, and the girls at the front
Snacks.
desk, they
The
they
girls
weren't
at
like
the front desk when they don't know us, but when we show up, they go, "Oh, you're where's Christine?
Oh, they're
Where's
treating
Brett?"
us so good. Yeah.
They know our names. They've been told. They have baskets with
With our
gifts,
names on 'em.
with their names,
Color coded.
and
I
the
love it.
girl. And I still don't know if her name is. I'm gonna fucking. I'm drunk dialing right now.
Kayla's
Hang
the girl
on,
that we
come
saw.
on, no, let's finish up. Let's go on a break.
No,
here.
I'm drunk dialing.
Uh-oh.
What,
Kayla is the girl that we saw at the beginning.
Shut up.
Or pissing that.
No, I'm gonna drunk dial because the girl that.
Well, there's
we
no point
kept
in drunk
fucking-
dialing right now
Why?
because you can't put it on the phone or on the
I can
podcast.
put it on a speakerphone.
Ay, ay, ay.
Meh. Hey, if you guys think I was too drunk to be doing this podcast this long, you can complain because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a shit. Tell us a story while I dial, lady.
Oh, well, Roseanne and I had a lovely conversation about aliens and stuff at breakfast the next day. And it was really funny because, like, I know all about that stuff anyway. My husband, the magician, the warlock, just fucking talks about it all the time. So everything she knew and was telling me about, I was like, yeah, I know that. I know about the Bilderbergs. I know about the whatever. Anyway, we had a lovely conversation. And then, you know what, babe? She did something really motherly to me. We're talking, and she reaches over and pulls some lint off my hoodie and then got rid of it for me. It was just like, oh, here, I got you. You're a slob.
Hey, is it Robin or Rachel or Sydney or Ashley there?
Jordan?
Nope, you called yesterday looking for Ashley, man. No, those people are here.
All right. Hey, is there a super loud? You're on the air, by the way. Is it okay if you're on the podcast?
It's totally not. Have yourself a good night.
Oh my
Fuck
God,
off.
He hates you. Wow.
Totally not.
Whoa, he hates your guts. Oh,
What a
why?
dick.
Why is
Who
he
was
mad
that?
at you? He said that you called the other day looking for Ashley. Why is he mad at you? Did you call the other day?
No, I didn't call the other day. We were there last night.
Right. Oh my God. What a dick.
dick.
That was a real dick. Oh well. That didn't work out.
Yeah. Anyway, listen, we're going to end this, but after we're done, I'm going to fucking repeatedly call that cocksucker. You called the other day asking.
Asking for Ashley. He thinks I think
What-
he thinks you're somebody else.
was
I think a lot of people call for Ashley.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
her
other day.
name. That's why you called. You wanted to confirm her name.
Well, I still don't know if it's Sydney or Ashley.
He
or
said
fucking
you called the
Robin or
other day.
Rachel.
He confirmed it.
You called yesterday asking for Ashley?
No, we left there this
Didn't
morning.
he just say you called the other day?
Yes.
Then he
Yeah.
then that's it. That confirms that there's an Ashley there.
There is an Ashley there. Yeah.
And her name tag said Ashley. So
Yes.
All right. So we fucked with the front desk. Lucas Seeley set us up so well that all the front desk people were waiting for us, and this girl, it's either Ashley or Sydney. I don't know.
we've established it's Ashley.
No.
Is that
her
enough
sister
proof?
kept-
Our lawyer, is that
her
enough
twin
proof?
sister kept saying it was Sydney.
Maybe that's her.
I don't fucking know.
Twin name. They're
Anyway.
fucking
Twin
weird.
sister's name
Twins
was
are weird.
Jordan. That I
Anyway,
remember.
the girl that checked us in said, okay, you have to sign here that you're not going to smoke in the room. You're not going to have any loud rock and roll, super loud rock and roll parties. And I go, well, no, I have 4 rooms. And she goes, all right, you're going to have to sign on all 4 of these. You're not going to smoke in the rooms or have super loud rock and roll parties. She kept saying super loud rock and roll parties. So that became a thing. So we kept walking through the lobby, and I'd be on my phone going, yeah, super loud rock and roll party going on tonight after the show. Yeah, we need glitter bombs. Yeah, no, 4 glitter bombs, and we need a super soaker with baby oil, and then I'd walk out the whole way walking, and then I'd walk back in on the way back from dinner going, yeah, oh, hey, the escort service, yes, do you have, you don't have Asian girls? Do you have African Americans or midgets? And then, as people are checking in, I'm just yelling this the whole way. And then Erickson walks in after I do one of these runs and says,
Yeah, I'm like, excuse me, like, can I help you? I'm like, yeah. Is this the place where the super loud rock and roll party is? Room 228, I think. Maybe I heard. And then Doug walks right back in behind me doing another fucking phone.
yeah. Midgets! Why can't you find midgets? What is this not America?
What kind of
Let's
super
make
loud-
America great again.
What kind of super loud rock and roll party is this going to be if we don't have midgets there?
And we carried this through. That was before the show. After the show, we're walking in. I made her call the manager. Her twin sister works the front desk, and I start talking to her, and I say, call the manager and say, listen, there's a super loud rock and roll party. And she kept a straight face, but the manager
didn't work.
waking up out of bed 3 a.m. didn't buy it. Anyway, we're sorry for fucking with you, Clock Tower Inn. Hey, have you ever been to Billings, Montana? Stay at the Clock Tower Inn. What do you think about the Clock Tower Inn, Brett Erickson? You're a world traveler.
It sure made me feel right at home.
Right at home, as though you're in a clock tower, just putting a scope on targets. That's right, just like that guy in Austin, Texas, in a clock tower that shot all those kids. Clock Tower Inn, fall in love. Make sure you know which twin it is.
Fall in love all over again.
You have a nice voice.
Thanks.
I like it.
Did radio for a while.
I can tell.
Hey, Clock Tower Inn, by the time you hear this, it's going to be too late. Because when you made me initial for no super loud rock and roll parties and no smoking in the hotel, initial here, initial here, initial here, initial here, I initialed all those places. But after I smoked with your hot twin sister in 3 o'clock in the morning, I smoked in the fucking room like a motherfucker. But what did Greg Chaille come up with?
Well, the trick to smoking in a hotel room, and I don't smoke, is you just have to find something more offensive and more awful that isn't illegal to do in the room.
Like what?
And we have found Axe body spray.
It's disgusting.
You spray that all over everything in the fucking room. Doug is a slob smoker, and it's everywhere. And yeah, you do this, and I just buy the little one at Target, so I don't want to invest.
Yeah.
I should have done it for the tour though, because now we're already out. He can't
And once you
smoke
got
until
there,
we get to
the
Target.
Axe Apollo.
Yeah, this is the Apollo. It's
Nice.
you spray it into the air conditioner before you turn it on.
Yeah.
Or you could take a towel and soak it on the towel and then lay that in front of the air
God,
conditioner.
isn't it
Yeah.
gross though?
But spray it on the ironing board. Spray it on the things that don't get washed.
This
Right.
started when we used to rent vans when we went on the road.
Mm-hmm.
We'd rent shit and no smoking.
You've never been
whatever.
charged?
Never.
No,
Wow.
not if you, not if you leave a bag of shrimp for 3 days in the back of the van.
It's not smoking. Sorry
No,
about
it's
it.
not illegal.
Yeah.
Doesn't
No one
say anything.
says, "Oh my God, someone smoked in here," and there's 3-day hot shrimp in Louisiana
Oh,
in
God.
August.
Hey, I think I forgot I think I forgot something in the van. They don't say anything about the smoke. Yeah, you did. Yeah,
and
you did.
to rub it in, you call Avis or Enterprise rental car and go, "Hey, I think I lost some shrimp."
Oh, dude, yeah.
That van we rented, itinerary number IT73742. Oh,
It's a considerable amount. Yeah. We'd like that back,
it
actually.
didn't smell like cigarettes. Did it?
It was like that when we
I'm
got it.
allergic to cigarette smoke. If you ship my shrimp back to me, I won't sue
We'll
you.
call it even.
Oh God.
Hey, let's play the Maggie.
Yes, you are.
Let's play the Maggie May song out from the show
Yes.
in Colorado.
Cave Maggie.
Maggie O'Shea.
Fort Collins.
Oh, wait. Her Twitter handle. Do you want to do this now?
What?
The intervention on Cave Maggie. Let's
No,
save
no,
that
no,
for
no.
next
We
time.
might. We're gonna see
Save
her
that.
again.
All right.
Yeah, we'll save
Yeah.
that for later because I
'Cause,
think she's
yeah.
coming to Missoula.
Yeah, no, but
Wait.
she needs it.
I know.
She could be booked everywhere she sneaks into.
We'll get to that later.
Bye. Next time, Cave Maggie.
We're
right.
gonna play Cave Maggie.
We're gonna play Cave Maggie out.
She did the Fort Collins show. The ukulele isn't that loud because she just had the microphone, but it is a fucking hilarious song, and you guys should hear it, and it's fun. And follow her on Twitter.
All right. And if you ever get in trouble in Missoula, Montana,
Have you ever been arrested for driving while intoxicated?
What you gonna do?
Then Kevin Brown is the lawyer for you.
hey, what am I doing over there? Jibba, you pulling me over for what? I'm gonna call my attorney. What's his name again?
If you've ever been inebriated, then Kevin Brown will take your case.
Come to Kevin Brown. He'll get you off.
Kevin Brown and my motherfucking. I'll call my attorney. You gonna tase me? I'll tase you, motherfucker.
Kevin Brown, he'll tase you with the law.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to the Boot Grill and Comedy Club tonight. Please give a huge Fort Collins round of applause for your opening act tonight, Miss Maggie O'Shea.
Hey folks, how's it going? Having a good night? Oh, that's great. Yeah. Yep, just taking it all in. Sorry. I'm Doug Stanhope's homeless hippie friend who hitchhikes around and bothers people for money and food and whatnot. And yeah. Well, he told me that you guys might need this song here in Fort Collins, so I'm gonna start with this one. I went to Planned Parenthood to get tested for STDs, gonorrhea, chlamydia, HIV, and herpes. The nurse who drew my blood was a gorgeous black chick with cute little braids. I said, do you want to go out sometime, provided I don't have AIDS? She said, I'll let you know. in 3 to 5 business days. She said, I'll let you know in 3 to 5 business days. Then a bunch of ghost abortions burst into the room. They said, how dare you sit in a place where we were ripped out of the womb? The fetuses screamed, and it suddenly seemed like we all were totally screwed. But I said, hey, I've got something to say. I think you may have some things misconstrued. You see, the world's not what it's cracked up to be. I eat out of a dump. There's mosquitoes and also genocide. There's people who support Donald Trump. There's poison in the food and air. There's oil and shit in the water. Do you think the human race is kind? Even Gandhi raped his granddaughter. True. We're hardly eco-friendly. We're like Mother Nature's pubic lice. And if you weren't born white and male, well, you wouldn't have too many rights. In fact, most people envy you. At some point, we all wish we weren't born. 'Cause why would you want to live in a world with so much tentacle porn? The ghost said, wow, that's fucking gross. No need for more explanation. Guess we'll go check out hell instead. I hear the gays made some new renovations. It's the hottest new club in the afterworld. We're sure that someday you'll see. For now, good luck on your fucked up planet. We hope you don't have HIV. For now, good luck on your fucked up planet. We hope you don't have HIV. Wow. You guys are so nice. It's ridiculous. I got kicked out of here earlier for not having a ticket. Yeah, so anyway, I know you're sick of me. So without further ado, Doug Stanhope.